me that she good, she don't need Jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you.
It is loud and it is wet as we welcome you inside CenturyLink Field on a patented rainy afternoon in Seattle, Washington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets that I
eat. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 20.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Mahomes firing complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He's brought down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To throw on 2nd and 6, Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. I'm not sure that you can say that the rain caused that interception, but look, it's clear that throwing the football is going to be tough in these conditions.
No doubt about it, and different quarterbacks handle it different ways. Some guys think the rain isn't a big deal, but wind affects them a little bit more. But you have to wonder, will these conditions hold scoring down? Are we going to have like a 9-6 type of a game? And then the pressure goes on the punters, who often hold for field goal attempts. Can they handle the snap and get the ball down so they can kick it?
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. On the handoff, it's McFarland. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jordan Phillips. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They go play action now. Jackson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. On 1st and goal, Drake. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken a first-quarter lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Cowboys, nothing. Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away.
Andre Roberts on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Thomas has got it. Complete. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Complete to Jordan Thomas.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
On first down, Mahomes. And he fires one that's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
It's a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run the counter. McFarland. And he'll go out of bounds, making it all the way down to the 5. It's a big play there for Seattle. Give him 52 yards on the ground. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
The end of the first quarter with the score Seahawks 7, Cowboys nothing.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Jordan made the tackle.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
The ball carrier.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
He can run for it, and he will. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
4th and goal.
Out there now, the lefty Tavecchio for the Falcon field goal. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Andre Roberts. And he finally runs out of gas, but not before he's inside the 10-yard line.
Similar to golf, you never want to count a score before it actually happens, but you have to figure. They thought they were going to get 6 on that play. Great effort to keep him out of the end zone, but a big-time return.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
The tackle made at the...
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The ball carrier.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now Jackson back into his end zone. It's caught. Beckham. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. On the give, this is McFarland. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds.
And that's good.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
By the Cowboys.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Complete.
J.K. Dobbins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you're doing. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's second down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
A gain of a yard.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
Complete to his running back, Kenyon Drake. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
First and 10 at the 40.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Jackson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
And that's good for another Seahawks.
First 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
19-yard line.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
He finds his target, Beckham. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Odell Beckham. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Flushed out right. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A first and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
O.J. Howard.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Eluding the pressure right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown.
To Paul Richardson.
Paul Richardson, 41 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done.
Chris Boswell set to kick off.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
40-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Jackson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
41-yard line.
Jackson on first down. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. And it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
For Odell Beckham, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
Running with McFarland. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. In on the stop, Kevin Minter.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He finds Beckham complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Beckham.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Taken down at the 50-yard line.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you can do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
That's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Anthony McFarland. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the 1st.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Brings up
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be a 2nd and long. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Jackson tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. Over the middle to Beckham. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Odell Beckham. The 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just getting
pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander. At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And the result here, the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense.
I think it might be time to move to a different section of the playbook there, because back-to-back runs, both for loss. Now they have 3rd and long coming up.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Pass rusher extraordinaire, D Ford that time, getting the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a run with McFarland. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
The ball carrier.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Again, McFarland. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Odell Beckham, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Makes the score Seahawks 31. Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Martin now on to kick this one away.
Andre Roberts on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. Open man is Howard, the tight end. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Complete to O.J. Howard.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. On 1st down, McFarland. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
The stop made by Jordan Phillips.
2nd down and 7. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. McFarland, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Jackson. toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and it'll bring up third down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On third down, here's McFarland. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Anthony McFarland, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Sam Martin set to kick off.
Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Flush to his right. And he will find a man here as Thomas comes open. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. They go play fake. Mahomes. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation points, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
50-yard line.
They'll run here with McFarland. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a leaping catch, he's got him. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. They had 2 straight first downs, now a gain of 9 to set up 2nd and 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
That's another Seahawks.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
3-yard pickup.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Cameron Jordan made the tackle.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll run it. Mahomes hit. He lost the football, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Dobbins, the ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up.